Hi class, I'm Professor Steele. Today we are going to look at our identities. Recall, what is an identity? It's two variable expressions that are always equivalent. That in math terms is called a mathematical identity. I'm going to refer you to the set of notes that you'll see in this video that shows you a variety of identities. We have the fundamental ones that you are familiar with. Tangent of theta is sine theta over cosine theta, and the reciprocal identities. We also have our even and odd identities, and there are the Pythagorean identities. The sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta equals 1, and the variations of that. What we are going to do is use these identities in a proof or a verification. So a typical problem would be to verify the identity. There are certain steps we use when we've been asked to verify an identity. We always work with the most complicated side. In addition to that, we don't move things around from one side to the other. We stick with one side, work through it to make it equal the other side. I will introduce a methodology that we use in Australia. I'm labeling all my work. So I'm going to deal with the left-hand side, and this would be the side that I'm only going to focus on. As I look at this left side, I can rewrite it, paying attention to my cotangent, which looks a little obscure. So we use our identity. What does cotangent equal? Recall, cotangent is the reciprocal of tangent, so it is cosine of x divided by sine of x. And that's being multiplied by cosine of x. Now, I will warn you, in some of these identity proofs, you may go down a rabbit hole and realize you're not getting anywhere. That's okay. You can try again. That's the beauty of these identities. You can scratch it out and start way over. So let's see where this takes us. We have sine of x plus cosine squared x over sine x. So let me just rewrite that. I know it doesn't look pretty, but if I am adding two terms with a fraction in one term, I can bring them together with the lowest common denominator, just like we would in regular numerical fractions. So my lowest common denominator, since this is over 1, my lowest common denominator is sine x. So I would need to multiply this first term by sine x divided by sine x. This is equivalent to 1. So now I have sine squared x over sine x plus cosine squared x over sine x. And what can we do now that we have the same denominator? The whole purpose of us doing that was to bring them together. So we have sine squared x plus cosine squared x all over sine x. Recall the Pythagorean identity, sine squared x plus cosine squared x is equal to 1. So we have 1 over sine x, and if you recall, that is cosecant x. And voila, that is exactly what we were asked to prove. So this equals the right-hand side, and in Latin, we say QED, quad erratum datum, and we are done. Thank you for watching. In the next video, we'll do another one of our verifications or proofs. Please be sure to like and subscribe to EdVantage.